So I want to go into YouTube. There's my accounts. I don't want to use that account. I don't know why this came up. I don't want to use this account. So I'll just go to another one. See, I don't know why it's doing this. So I'll hit cancel. Cancel. And see, it flashes and then I have to hit cancel again. It's almost like there's an overlay. I gotta hit cancel again. And then cancel again. It's like a duplicate. And this happens all the time, even with my emails. I would go to an email account and I would have to hit login twice, sometimes 3 times. It's like there was 3 different overlays on top of my account. It's like the Anglicans put like an overlay on top of my browser. They have a system running parallel to my system. The Androids is on the phone, and then they have another system embedded on the memory, and then that system is like a BusyBox system or whatever, or it's like a system or somehow they're connecting into the Android system parallel. And then when I hit login to go into my browser, I have to hit login twice, and then I go into the browser and I have to hit log out twice. So let's try it again. I don't want to use this account. Checking info. I don't want to use this account. I don't even know why. I'm going to hit cancel. I just hit cancel. And then see? Why do I have to do it twice? And then I have to cancel. Checking info. Cancel. This is a cycle. This is not a bug. Now it's going to go back. This is completely wrong. And this used to do this with all my accounts. Okay, let's try it one more time. Because this is obviously in tampering from the Anglicans. Cancel. Cancel. And then it's going to go to checking info. Cancel. Cancel. And it's going to go back. So I think that the Anglicans are overlaying. They're connected to the phone. I know they are. And as they've connected to all of our equipment, and they overlay something on and then they collect data that way, and then they monitor your activity. They may be able to do screenshots, or they may be able to capture video, so that means they can see where your key presses are. When I turn on my phone, my pin for the phone leaves big circle bubbles, and they can see the the circle bubbles where I press, because I press a number and then a bubble will appear over top of that number, and I do not have that set up in my developer. I have it turned off. So I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing it, but obviously these people have access to extremely high level computer monitoring and surveillance. I call it criminal. I call it like worse than the mafia, but obviously they have access to technology that only the government should have, and these are just Bible college students. So I think, as I always go back to this, the Australian government, the liberal Australian government, who's been in power for a long time, even Howe, Prime Minister Howe was an Anglican. Premier Mike Baird is an Anglican. I mean, how many people in the government, in Australian government, are Anglicans, and how much power does the Anglican Church have within the Australian legislative process? Cancel. Cancel. I'm just doing this over and over. It's not a bug. It's intentional. It's like an overlay. It's like I've got to like input data into their browser that's sitting on top of my browser. So rather than just doing it in my browser twice, I've got to do it in their browser, so 4 times. And that way they're legal. They can't be prosecuted, because they're not inputting the data. They're not actually doing anything. They're just sitting there watching, and I'm doing it. So this is another example of how the Anglicans use ethics and backtalk and sneaky connivery to go about their activities and remain unscathed. They can easily say, "Oh, we never did nothing. You're the one who pressed the buttons. We didn't do nothing, mate. We didn't do nothing. You're the one who pressed the buttons." Right? Because I'm pressing the buttons. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's comical if it wasn't so freaking tragic. And this is the way they always do it. Every phone that we've had, the same behavior has taken place. I had a Nokia E71, the same thing. I would have, every time I logged into an email account, I would have to press the login twice. Every time I logged out, I would have to press it twice. Now this Android is doing it. I had the same thing with my Nokia 1520. So that's two Nokias, a Nokia E71 and a Nokia 1520. I had to press login and log out twice on all my accounts. Even Twitter. On everything where I have to using the browser, where I have to input data into like something like this, into, what is it, a form, login. I have to do it twice because they have something overlaid on my browser, and so oh man, I don't know how they're doing it, but it's wrong.